Welcome back to Asgard, and welcome to episode 9 of our Divergence modded Minecraft Let's Play series. If you recall, last episode we started getting into immersive engineering. Since then I did add this transformer here. Basically the way it works is you're going to pump your HV wires into it, and of course that's going to connect to the HV connection there, and then you can output on a medium voltage connection, and that way you can, like for example, if I tried to connect say this HV wire to here and then say this connection to another one, it wouldn't allow me, because generally HV wires mainly for just transporting large amounts of power that then split off. With an MV connection, I just didn't mind using the HV here because, you know, we don't have a ton of machines right now and it's not really a big issue. Down the road we will probably start breaking it off more into MV connections, but I did start setting this up. It doesn't go anywhere just yet. That's actually what we're going to be setting up today. And I also made this packing tape, which is pretty easy. It's mainly just slime ball and paper, like this. So, but what it does, it allows me to, if you have a storage drawer with stuff in it, it allows you to pick it up and move it, because I had one set and I didn't like where it was, and so I just moved it really quick. Oh, by the way, this HV transformer, I'll show you how to make that real quick as well, if you're curious. It's not too bad. One HV wire connector, one MV, 5 pieces of iron, and then one of these high voltage wire coils, which is just a bunch of HV wire around a piece of iron. So, but anyway, this episode I actually went and I unlocked, because like the amount of power that this, you know, puts out allows me to make those tech augmentations so much easier. So I actually got forestry unlocked here, and the reason I did that was because wood, building this building and whatnot, is taking a ton of wood, and it's kind of a hassle going and farming it all manually. So I just went and got everything together for us to jump into forestry today. So real quick before we start, I did start, oh wait, wrong way. I did start putting down some roadblocks here. I'm actually going to end up shifting this over from here to probably right in here, because I started building this building and then I realized where the entrance actually isn't ideal, but we'll see. I'll probably move this road around and see what I can do. But I did start building here. All of this is just asphalt, which is pretty easy to make, or concrete. The black is called asphalt, but it's all chiseled concrete, which is just you just take gravel and cook it, and that is going to get you concrete. So it's rather a cheap building material, and I personally think it looks quite nice. So, but that building's still got quite a bit of work to go through, but I did start setting something up that's going to be kind of like a tech center. I'm not entirely sure what all tech I'm going to put in there just yet, but we'll see. So anyway, what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be jumping into forestry, and we're going to be setting up an automatic tree farm. So that way, you know, I don't have to go out and get wood all the time. I did manage to find some apatite over there finally. That was the main thing holding me back on that. But I did find some, and I mined up, I think, 18 stacks of it. And so I got that all set over there. So right here is all the materials I've got together for today's build. It is quite a bit. So we're going to go ahead and jump right into that. The first thing we're going to do is... or wait, actually, let's just jump into making the multi-block first. So to make this, I'm doing a 4x4x4. You can actually do them a little bit bigger. You can do a 5x5x4, but I think a 4x4x4 is going to be perfect for what we're going to want. So let me see something here. Be 16, 32, be 64 blocks that we're going to need. Now some of these we're going to have to make like farm gearboxes and stuff, but they're still going to require the farm blocks. So we're going to go ahead and make 64 of these farm blocks. Now to do that, of course, we're going to need 10 electron tubes, which means we're going to have to get a thermionic fabricator. So that's going to be the first thing we're going to make today. Let me find it here. Well, where did it go? Let me just pull the recipe up right here. Okay, to make this, it's just a chest, a sturdy casing, 4 gold, 3 glass. So let me see. I'll grab a little bit of wood here, and the sturdy casing is just 8 bronze, like so. So I did get, let me find it, did get quite a bit of bronze made up for this. So, and put that there, glass like so, and the gold like that. And that's going to get us the thermionic fabricator. Now to set this thing up, when you plug it into a power source, it is going to constantly drain power. So we're going to go ahead and make a breaker switch, 2 hardened clay, a lever, and a piece of copper. Not all that expensive. I have some hardened clay in here, I think. Yeah. It's one thing I forgot to grab the materials out for. I apologize about that. But we'll just put the hardened clay in there like so. And the copper. And that gets us the breaker switch. Now I'll show you how we're going to set that up. We're actually going to connect it into this MV wire, just because it's a little bit easier to set up that way with the breaker switch. So and then we can take the wire and just connect it over like that. And if you notice, like right now, let's see. Yeah, see, it's disabled by redstone. And if we flip that switch, now it's actually got power, you know, if we set in a recipe. So, since we've got that set up, and I do suggest you make the breaker switch. It's cheap, and thing is, if you don't have that set up, this thing's just going to constantly drain power, and there's really no point in it. You can also, if you if you're using some other kind of pipes, like let's say we were using these golden kinesis pipes. I'll show you something with that really quick. Okay, if you were to set it on here, so of course right now it has power and all that. You can actually just set it right here, and it's disabled by redstone as well. So you can put it on either one. Actually, we might as well just leave it here. So this thing can disable something even if it's not connected, with the MV wire. So that is an option. So to make our 10 electron tubes, we're going to need 64 of them. So we're going to need quite a bit of these. Let's see. We'll set this up, and once we put in the redstone, now if you notice the recipe doesn't immediately come up. Now what we're going to have to do is you actually have to melt glass to make these. So let's grab a little bit of glass here, and you'll see this little bar here. That means it has to heat up to that temperature in order to melt the glass, as you just saw. So let's get 64 of these. And let's see. Yeah, that's enough. We'll turn that off for now. And we'll put this stuff back in there. Now to make these, is it slabs? Yeah, slabs, copper. Alright, so let's get a bit of slabs. I think, no, this probably isn't going to be enough, is it? No. Alright, we'll go ahead and put some of these in. Electron tubes, no, there. And our copper. That's going to get us our first 30 of those. And let's see. Let's get a bit more slabs here. And put these in there. Get that in there. And we just need, what, 2 more? Just like that. And that gets us our farm blocks. Now, we're mostly done with the multi-block. We are going to have to make this gearbox for starters. This is going to take 3 10 gears. Let's see, we're going to need the hatch, which is going to be 2 more 10 gears. That's 5 10 gears. The valve is another 10 gears, so that's 6. And then the control doesn't need a 10 gear. It does need a gold electron tube. So we're going to need 6. I don't have enough 10 over here. Let's run over here. I may have some left. Yeah, I've got a little bit. Alright. And this is yet another reason that you know, I wanted to get this set up is so that we could jump into this without having to, you know, use the Tinker's smeltery to okay, without having to use the Tinker's smeltery to make all of our gears. So, and there's our 610 gears. Very, very easy once you get that metal press. It's definitely worth getting it, at least for the gears. So, and it saves you a little bit of iron too, which is always nice. So that gets us the gearbox. Now to make the, let's see, the hatch is what? Yeah, trapdoor. Whoops. So let's turn that back into wood. Oh. You know what? I don't think you can use the Melissa's doors trapdoors. We'll give it a shot, but I'm pretty sure that's not going to work. No. Okay. Let me redo that. Actually, we can mix and match it, and then it'll make standard. Yeah. Alright. Put our 10 gears here. That's going to get us the hatch. And next up, the valve is just 2 pieces of glass. The 10 gear. And the block. And then the control is going to take, I forgot to grab a little bit extra gold here. The control is going to take a gold electron tube, which we're going to make that, you know, just the same as we did the 10 ones. So let's run back over here. We'll start this heating up. And that, and that. And we'll just replace that. It saves the recipes. So, and there we go. Okay, shut off. Alright. Now, that there, redstone, and the block there. And that gets us our farm control. And yeah. let me make one more hatch, actually. So we'll need 2 more 10 gears. Oh, and you'll also notice, or you may have noticed, right back in there, I did set up a cherry tree. Because before too long I am wanting to jump into bees, and if you're not familiar with it, it does take the squeezer, and you have to get seed oil. And for those of you that have messed with it, seed oil does take quite a bit of seeds to make you know, the seed oil. However, in this pack you can also use Pam's Harvest Craft cherries, and they give quite a bit. I don't recall the exact number. I think it's like around 50 millibuckets. So, you know, it's quite a sizable amount, and pretty easy because you know, you're just gonna harvest them, throw them in there, and then grow more. So, but all right, let's go get this multi-block set up really quick here. And I put an entrance over here to kind of get down inside of it here. And I put water tanks here as well. They are taking a little while to fill up with water, but I think with the 2 of them combined, I'm hoping that should keep it, you know, running at least until we can get something set up that you know, can pump water out of like a 2x2 or something. So we'll go ahead and put this just like that for now. And let me put down a torch here so we can actually see. Yeah, see, I got 18 stacks, almost 19 stacks, so of that. Now, when you set up the valve is where water is going to come into the farm. So we're going to go ahead and set that on the back. That way we can pump this water out of these 2 into the valve pretty easily with it being right there. So, and we'll put that there. And the hatch can input and export items. So, let's see. We'll put one of the hatches on this side, I think. And yeah, we'll just put one of the hatches there. That's going to input our dirt and fertilizer. So, and then over here we will set up, I guess, another hatch right here, and that's going to export our saplings, apples, wood, sand, all that stuff. And then we will put the we'll put the control here and the gearbox here, because for right now I'm just going to run the power down here via wire. So let me run back and sleep really quick. And I probably need to get some food as well, actually. I really need to get set up in a place with permanent lighting, and you know, walls would be nice, but I hear another one somewhere. I hear a baby one somewhere. Hey. Alright. How did that work out? Because we didn't craft a fluid pump and we didn't place a floodlight. That was for making the breaker and placing the breaker, but okay. Whatever. Let me get a little bit of food here really quick. That's good. I'm hoping to get into some better food before too long, but this pack is just so much grinding. That's another reason I haven't actually got us moved into something, you know, a bit of a better building or anything either. But let me grab some of the stone here. Oh man. Now this is how fast we move when we're weighted down. Well, we'll get there eventually. Maybe. And you can't even really lunge with this thing when you're weighted down. It's terrible. But alright, we'll finish placing these blocks. Just like so. And now, to complete this, I dug out this area around here. This is where we're going to fill in with blocks. I probably should have done one layer lower so the dirt would all be level once it started placing for the farm, but I think it'll be alright. It is just a temporary setup, so I just need some way to get wood to speed it up, you know, to where I don't have to go out and manually farm it. Now that we have the automated, the external heater, it does make getting the stone quite a bit easier, but the wood is still a pain, and then the glass is quite a bit of a pain as well, but it's not nearly as bad as the wood. So, alright. Yeah, it does take quite a bit of stone bricks, because you have to fill in all this area, so that way it kind of knows where to farm and everything, so. Alright. That takes care of that. Now, I guess I'm gonna run the wiring to like right here. Not the most attractive setup, but it'll do the trick. Can I run that to there? Yeah. And then we'll just connect it up so that this connection's obstructed by grass. Yes. Alright. Let me drop off this stone really quick so that we can actually run at a halfway decent speed. Alright. And we'll just throw that in there for now as well. And actually, let me grab a couple other things here. Let me get some of this sand. Let me get some piping. Oops. Didn't I have a redstone engine around here somewhere? I know I did in one of these chests. Yeah, I started getting bees together. I went out collecting bees and whatnot. But that's not... I know I have... Okay, maybe I didn't make a redstone engine. I could have swore that I did, though. Okay. I might have to cut camera or something, or might do it on camera. They're pretty quick, but I probably need to make some of those. But we'll see. Okay. I think that's the main thing I need right now. Oh, I don't want all these seeds. Oh well. Also, if you notice, if we right click onto here, the multi-block does come up, so We can see all of that now. Now to get this set up, let's see. We'll do the dirt and the fertilizer right over here. How do we want to set this up? I guess just like this. We'll put the dirt right here, and then fertilizer is pretty easy to craft. Oh, whoops. I think you can do it shapeless. Oh, you can't do it shapeless. Okay. That means I'm gonna need a crafting table. Sorry about that. I might just make one and set one up over there, so that, because the way this is gonna work, when the farm starts actually making, cutting down trees and all that, it is going to get a byproduct of sand every so often, in exchange for one of the pieces of dirt. So, but this craft right here does make 5 fertilizer at a time, and this fertilizer will last quite a while. Let's go ahead and make, 5 stacks of it. And like I said, it's going to last us quite a while. You can actually just manually input the dirt and stuff if you want, and you're not going to have to come by and check it all that often, because it is going to last it quite a while. But let's see, I don't imagine that this is going to work. No, it's going to need the engines set up to pull it out. So I'll need a couple redstone engines on that. Let's see. Alright, it's not going to be too hard to set that up though. And the power, let's go ahead and set up the power here. If we just, say, connect this here to that, and then our last one, actually let me switch these around because this will drive me insane. Alright, we'll set that up just like that. Now this should have power now. Yeah, it's mainly just saying it doesn't have fertilizer, and it's also not going to have dirt, which is required. It's not going to have its circuit board in, but we're going to get that stuff set up as well. So, alright, welcome back. I decided that I'm actually going to end the episode here because it's running about 30 minutes, and if I continued this, it would end up being like an hour-long episode. So I'm actually going to split it in half, just so I don't end up with 60-minute episode. So we will call the episode here, and next episode we'll come back and we will resume setting that up and hopefully get it all set up and the piping set up for it and everything, and whatnot. So, but if you enjoyed this video, please comment, like, subscribe, share. It's all very much appreciated, and I do want to say, for those of you that have been watching and are subscribed and everything, I just want to say that I do appreciate the support quite a bit. And if you have any questions, comments, suggestions, just leave them in the comments or hit me up on social media, and I will get back to you on that. So until next episode, take care, and I will see you then.